Facebook Live. Should I go into
Oh,
YouTube?
you could. I mean, it's up to you. Great evening, everyone.
Hey, we're live
Hello,
on
good night,
YouTube.
Good
everyone.
evening.
It's
Hello.
yes, yes, it's Wednesday night, and I wouldn't be anywhere else other than with you ladies tonight. My panel is so amazing. I have Tamika Neal here live. I have Lorna Cook here live. I have Beverly Osborne here live. And then someone just beautifully popped in, and that would be Mahadia Mary here live. So we're the panel for tonight, and we are going to talk to you tonight about the legacy of this company. The legacy of this company, not just the legacy of this company. We're just going to give you some information. We're going to give you the information, and we're going to let you chime in on the chat box right here. With us. You can engage, you can chime in, you can ask questions, but we are going to share some great information. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Always
Okay.
ready.
Okay. So, welcome to the virtual blogging group, and this group is so that we could stream in as a panel. You can also catch us on YouTube at Aspiring. Subscribe to Tamika's Aspiring YouTube. There'll be more YouTube channels coming up. And
Yeah.
yeah, so we want to get this information. We want to turn the world pink, of course. And with that being said, I just want to welcome everyone that's logging on. Iris, I see you. You are here. Olive West, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if we have any guests on, meaning you are not a beauty consultant, if you're a guest, you were invited by somebody, just tell us who you are. Say, hey, I'm so and so. I'm going to shout you out throughout this presentation. Or I should say, I am going to ask you to shout yourself out and let us know you're here because we are so excited about you joining us tonight. So, panel, are you ready to get started?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome, awesome. So, we're going to start with Lorna, who is going to take us down, take us back for a minute, or it's not even back. She's going to take us to something that's close and dear to all of us. So, Lorna, are you ready?
Yes, my director.
Awesome, you're on.
Okay, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Lorna Cook. I'm a Mary Kay business consultant. I've been doing my business for 10 wonderful years. 10 wonderful years. Now, Mary Kay is not all about skincare. It's not all about skincare. She plays a big part in domestic violence and cancer. I'm going to share a few things about Mary Kay, the Mary Kay Foundation. In 1980, Mary Kay husband Mel Ash died of a lung cancer. She became determined to work to find a cure. Her mission is to eliminate cancer and domestic abuse. In 1987, she decided to put her money where her heart was and asked employees of the Mary Kay Force and the Independent Sales Force to do the same. Together, they began raising funds for cancer research. In 1996, the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation was established, formalized the raising and distributing of research funds for cancer affecting women. Mary Kay granted nearly $74 million to organizations fighting cancer and domestic violence to women. In 1997, the first grant was awarded to fund 6 innovation research programs targeting breast cancer and ovarian cancer. Oh, that's such a great company. In the year 2000, in the year 2000, the foundation embraced a second mission to prevent domestic violence against women. There are many Mary Kay Salesforce experience domestic violence. And in saying so, I'll break for a little bit. There's so many women in Mary Kay that each time we have our conference, each one that was involved in domestic violence always come forward and talk about their journey in that. In 2009, the name of the foundation was changed to the Mary Kay Foundation. In 2018, the foundation awarded $3 million in grants to more than 150 women in shelter, domestic violence shelter. Mary Kay Ash cared about all issues affecting women, and she knew domestic violence was a problem in the community. She began to hear how this issue affected the Mary Kay Inc. sales force. Every October, we observe National Domestic Violence Awareness Month and award the grant to Domestic Violence Shelter, United States. So in saying so, Mary Kay is not all about skincare and glamour. She's also taking care of cancer and domestic violence across America.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lorna. I believe you are. I know you are a Mary Kay ambassador, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am,
Awesome,
Director.
awesome, awesome. I believe all of us on this panel are Mary
Yes.
Kay ambassadors, which is pretty amazing. I was able to go up to Albany and have a chance to sit with and advocate with Mary Kay regarding domestic violence in October, in the month of October. So that was an experience. I was honored. I was asked. I was honored to go up. So, and that was for the state of New York, Albany, and in each state, directors in the state go up and get involved. So that is that. Thank you so much, Lorna, for sharing that information with everyone. Because
Welcome.
I don't. I think sometimes we just, we're in the beauty business. So beauty business, a lot of times we are dealing with women and men and men and women, right? But women, and sitting around that kitchen table or dropping off that lipstick, they sometimes share things with us, and it's always great to know that we have a foundation that supports someone who might be going through domestic violence or someone who is going through cancers that have affected them or their family. So again, thank you for sharing that, Lorna. Thank you so much. And anyone that's watching, you can get involved and you can donate as well. So moving right along, I am now going to just ask the next speaker. I believe it's Tamika.
It's Beverly.
It's Beverly. Okay. So Beverly, I'm going to ask Beverly, hey, to just share with us and guests. Do we have any, before Beverly speaks to the next speaker, do we have any guests on? I would like to see if there's any guests on. Just say your name, who invited you. Just say hey or hi. Okay, Beverly.
Hi. I didn't realize my mic was muted. All right, my name is Beverly. I've been in Mary Kay in March coming will be 30 years. Now,
Wow.
Tamika, I need you to pop I think the one with me and the National.
Okay.
Okay. That, ladies and
And you,
gentlemen, don't I look gorgeous? I was so young. That was my very first seminar. My very,
Wow.
very first seminar. And
It's
that
baby
was
still the baby face.
great. And the national, which then was my director, was her first year as a sales director. Now you're talking about history going back through the years. Now we know that when we go to functions, we are in our black, in our quote unquote Mary Kay uniform, right? As you can see, I have on a blue suit. Now remember, I said that's my very first seminar. Back in those days, the only uniforms they had was the director's suit, and you see the lady next to the director was the red jackets. Those were the only uniforms that they had. But you see, me and my happy self, I didn't know what color the director's suits were. So I picked a nice sharp suit. Tamika, the picture with the group, not that, the group.
oh, the one you sent before.
The last one, the last one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have to
No, not
go into some.
the last.
I know.
Huh?
I know.
Okay.
I have to go into a different one. So I have to stop it
Okay.
and go back in.
All right. Either way, when we started in Mary Kay, basically you were just asked to show up wearing a skirt. And once you wear a skirt, you were well dressed, right? But I think me, I was corporate America, so I went to work in a suit. So what I took with me were suits. And I that year I went to seminar, my first seminar, looking like an executive senior sales director. Okay, I thought the oh there we go. Now as you can see,
Mhm.
there's four consultants, right? All of us belong to the same unit. None of us were dressed alike. We just happened to have on a suit. Mary Kay has come a long way where there's still consultants out there who just show up in any old thing, right? So now we're going back a ways. And you join Mary Kay, you're like, okay, we're nice, we're clean, we're neat. Look how skinny I was. Come on. Good God.
Mhm.
We were sharp though. You couldn't tell us nothing. We were sharp. It's like going back through the times. But either way, when you joined Mary Kay, you had your books, you had your paper, because you had to have your notebook. So I had my briefcase because I needed my notebook, my pen, my pencil. In those days, we didn't have computers. So when you went to training, you had to have your briefcase. You had to look like you were going to a business meeting because you were going to a business meeting. It's history of Mary Kay. Now you can walk with your laptop, you can walk with your iPad, you can walk with your phone, and no one knows where you're going. All right, the next picture, Pam.
Okay. Wait a minute.
I'm going over some old pic. I found these pictures today, and I just thought, hey, I'm a happy-go-lucky. I could talk about the longevity of Mary Kay and how long you've known people. The I think the one with me and the other lady sitting.
Okay. It's coming up, ladies. It's coming up. This one.
That's the one. Okay. In this particular picture, the young lady sitting behind me, her name is Kim. Then she was a consultant. She decided her family situation, she didn't no longer wants to be a consultant, so she stepped She came out of the company, but she's my customer. Why? Because we're still friends to this day. This was in 1992. This
Wow.
picture was taken in 1992.
Wow.
And this is 2020. And I think the last time I spoke to Kim was, last week. So you maintain friendships in Mary Kay for season because we were in the same unit. We grew up in Mary Kay together. And when you grow up in Mary Kay together, it's like a sisterhood. You step out of Mary Kay, you're not going to go out there and find a consultant. You're going to go back into the unit that you were from, and you're going to find a consultant and say, girl, I need product. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's one more picture, right?
So sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know I love being a star, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is? That is 2 ribbons, 2 sashes. Me as a star consultant, it says a ruby star and a diamond star. And again, that was 1990. I think it could have been 2, it could have been 3, because I didn't have a note on the back of that picture. But as you can see, guys, I'm in Mary Kay for life. Whether or not you want to stay is totally up to you. Whether or not you come in and say, okay, I'm going to try this for a season, you have all of the support you will ever need. You have the director, you have your sister consultants. All you got to say is, I need help. Let me know what to do. And as you can see, my pictures show you there's always somebody there to guide. All right. Back to you.
You actually have one more.
Oh,
Bev, you have one more.
okay, go ahead. That was me collecting. That was me collecting everybody's awards. That was Area Night. That was Area Night, and the back of the picture says Area Night, February 1993. And
Wow.
you know, guys, how things have changed. Those were the awards. You got a picture frame with a paper inside that says you were whatever. You were a star consultant. You #1, whatever. Now you get a plaque. You get a trophy. We've come a long way in Mary Kay, y'all. A long way. Okay. And I was so skinny. I was skinny. Good God.
Oh my
What a
goodness, down
stroll
memory
down.
lane.
Huh?
Yes.
I know, what a stroll down memory lane.
I was so
That was
skinny. I was
fun.
skinny.
Awesome.
That was fun. So, guest, if you're watching, that's years of building a business. That's years of staying the course. Some of us have stayed the course and then came out because life has happened. And then, came back in and got a little taste and then came back out because life happened again. And then came back in.
I came back in.
It happens, right, Mahadia? Yeah. But
Yeah. 2.5. I always say I came back 2.5 times.
well, mine would be
For
two.
the other time, it was a half.
Yeah.
For the
Mine
half
would be
time.
2.5. I don't know what the 2.5. I don't know what the half means. Like when you just get a starter kit and you don't do nothing.
No, the half is like when you came back after, and it's just like, all right, I'm gonna help somebody, and then you just like, and then they just leave, and you don't know what's
Okay.
going on.
All right. Okay.
So that's the
Gotcha.
half.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, because my half would have been I got the big pink starter kit with all the little things that flap like that.
Yeah, that
Big
was in the
pink ones.
90s. That was the 90s starter kit.
Yes. Oh my God. I remember walking down the street on Eastern Parkway and somebody stopping me going, Mary Kay, I need something. And they're like, I need
I
a
got somebody like
foundation.
that.
And I didn't know because I didn't have any inventory. I was like, oh. And I opened up the starter kit, was getting ready to give them the tester out
The
of the
sample. I got a customer like that with those same pink starter kits. I was coming from
big.
I was coming from New Jersey doing a class, and I was in Penn Station, And the lady said, Mary Kay, I need a card.
Mhm.
Those big
But
pink
Let me tell
starter.
you, the ladies know.
They
The
were
ladies.
they were the big pink starter kits, like the like 2 cases like this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. So back to the MK Foundation. I did get my foundation jewelry.
Okay.
I was putting it
Yes.
I
on
didn't
for
get
you
mine
guys.
yet.
Hey.
So long.
You
Yeah.
didn't get
I
it?
Yeah.
have not gotten mine yet.
Yes. And you also, Norva said she has been doing it because at the if you're a beauty consultant, at the end, right before you check out, there's a little area there that it says donate. I heard a national from stage say one year, just put $1 in every time you place an order. $1, because $1 is not going to make or break your pockets. So
Mhm.
I've been doing that ever since I heard that, and you know, so
It
yeah,
does wonders. I mean, that foundation
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so
Absolutely.
they give grants to shelters, like I think
hmm yes,
every
you're right.
year. Like somebody I actually knew, like I referred, and they got $25,000.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
Wow.
$25,000 to
yeah,
help
yeah,
women. Yeah,
yeah,
I put
yeah.
the link of their website for the Mary Kay organization in the post of the live.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Mhm.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tamika is so. I love
Yes, it is. And look out, watch next month. We are going big and we are going to do the walk, the virtual walk that is.
We
And we're going
doing
to
the
do great.
walk.
Yeah, we don't
We
walk.
doing
Yes.
the walk.
We
Yeah.
walking.
And talking and walking. Yes. So, just the company has a heart. So, make you laugh really quick too about the MK Foundation and down memory lane. Leadership really quick. Leadership 2000 like 2 years ago. Um, Mary Kay's granddaughter is the head of the board, and she's always there at every seminar, everywhere. But she was pregnant, and she was either having her baby or she just had her baby, so she couldn't be there for that leadership. So the gift that they gave all of the ambassadors was um, early entrance into the auditorium, into the what is it? What do you call it? That's
The
right, the room.
luncheon.
Not the luncheon. It wasn't a luncheon. Into
Oh,
the
To the
like
hall.
at a career conference.
To the
Into
yeah,
the
hall.
you don't
Into
have to
like the
hall.
hall.
Yeah, you don't have to run in. So
right.
Diane and us had our little thing on our badge. We were ambassadors, and everybody else had. We
These.
kept telling everybody yes, but it was official. It was a bling button too, because they wasn't going just. It had
Ah,
to be on your bling button too. So
I'm sure
we
I
looked
have
at each
some of it.
other, and everybody was wondering why me and Diane was like to the front of the line. It was like 2,000 people. So yeah, it is. It was really yeah. And when we came back, everybody was like, "How do you do that ambassador thing?" So that was just one story, really quick, and it just kind of merged with down the memory lane, and also about MK Foundation, and just really giving. And then last year, yes, Mary Kay's granddaughter was there, and it was just a really nice in Orlando. We had a chance to see her and meet her again, up close and personal. So now I'm going to turn it on over. Anybody have any questions or any comments down there before we move to the next?
Just a comment. This is the ambassador pin.
Yes.
You
Okay.
get this pretty pin once you become an ambassador. So pretty. So nice. I have the funniest story about this pin, but we can move on. And foundation jewelry.
Yes. Isn't it?
I
This is
haven't
Kendra
gotten
Scott,
it
right? Kendra Scott?
Kendra Scott. Exclusively made for Mary Kay.
Yeah.
Exclusively made. So nobody can. They're gonna ask a lot of questions.
Mhm.
And this is like a conversation piece.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So moving right along to Tamika,
You.
right?
No, to
To
you.
me? Oh,
That's-
that is hysterical. Okay. So moving right along to me. So the 50th anniversary. Is this not so much fun? This was a plaque. This thing was so heavy at seminar, weighing down my bag of goodies. But this is, yes, of the 50 years of the Mary Kay pink Cadillac. 50 years the pink Cadillacs have been on the road. So, what I have to say about that to anyone that's watching is that not only do we have a car program that's simply amazing for all to be a part of, but Mary Kay was smart enough to understand that if she did business with another company, collaborate, you always hear the words collaboration in businesses. So she went to GM and said, "Hey, I will give you business if you make my cars, and you do X, Y, and Z. You have a contract with my cosmetic giant." Isn't that smart? Isn't that a smart thing to do? And then GM is like, yes, of course we'll do whatever you say, Mary Kay. So this has developed over 50 years, guys. 50 years. 50 years. And if you are an entrepreneur, it is very, very smart to collaborate with others because you cannot do it all by yourself. There are other businesses out there that are looking for your knowledge and for whatever it is that you have, your service. Um, donate, and sometimes I have donated products to a cause. I've donated my services to an organization. Collaboration, that is such key. And in return, the return is amazing because guess what? Mary Kay is one of GM's biggest clients. So collaboration is huge. Mary Kay as a company, she was smart enough. She could have went to any other company, but she went to GM, which is an American made, right? Car company. So we are in business with them. And I think that speaks volumes because again she could have went to any other company and they probably would have done backflips and but she understood that keeping it state to state, you know what I mean? So if you are an entrepreneur out there, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to collaborate with other companies. Do not be afraid to get together with other organizations because that's how businesses blossom. That's how businesses grow. Okay, so I just wanted to share that little story. GM is where we get our car. That's where our car program is. The Cadillac, the Equinox. Oh my goodness, it's just so amazing. So I'm excited. I'm always excited about the car program. And if you don't want to pick up a car, Mary Kay, and you've earned one, Mary Kay will compensate you every month with cash compensation. So the car program is something that is a sales force treasure because again, anyone that starts a Mary Kay business can earn a company car. Yes, let me say it again. Anyone that joins Mary Kay and starts their entrepreneur business, they can earn a car in 1 month, 2 months, and as many cars as they choose, as long as they qualify for it. And of course, they have to have a license and a great driving record. But if they don't want to take the company car, they can take the cash compensation. How amazing is that? So I'm not just going to go on and on about the car. Almost everybody that knows about Mary Kay, the company, knows about the pink Cadillac. What they don't know is that there's 7 more cars out there for you. So remember that. Remember that. There's a car out there with your name on it. Thank you. I'm going to officially turn it over to the next speaker.
That would be me. So great evening, everybody. My name is Tamika Neal. I have been building my business for 14 years part-time. Love, love, love what I do. So what I want to talk about is just the confidence that women have. And I don't want to just generalize it, but people have gained in this business. I'm going to show you a quick video, and then I'll just talk a little bit more about that. Come on, guys. Work with me.
Woman has confidence to conquer the world. I know so much more about myself than I did in the beginning. I'm sorry, Mary Kay. I've gotten more comfortable being one-on-one with people and become more comfortable in the big crowd. So with Mary Kay, they really want you to be yourself. So these women that I work with are always striving to be better. I just know that my possibilities are endless. There's no glass ceiling. Mary Kay, just lives change. You can't plan this.
I think that was it. Maybe not, but it's freezing up. Okay, so really what that was about was just, Mary Kay is the vehicle for so many things that this company has to offer. The products are just a vehicle. The products sell themselves. But when you have a task that you start to master, whether it's product knowledge, whether it's makeup application, skincare knowledge, all of that creates a confidence within yourself. Like when you think about a job and you just start the job, you're super excited, you have no idea how this particular job does this position. Now, you may have had the same position in other companies, but everybody does it a little bit different. It's the same way with Mary Kay, in a sense that you start, you get trainings, you may have no idea what you're doing. That was me. I didn't know anything about skincare. I didn't know anything about makeup, nor did I want to be quite honest with you. But what was inviting to me was just the possibilities. I truly stepped out on faith with this business because, I had a need. I had a need for money when I started. And 14 years later, I'm still here. And my why may have changed, but the possibilities the possibilities are endless. As one of the women in the video said, there's a glass ceiling. Like there's no end to what you can achieve within this business. The confidence, the self-esteem that you gain just from really building a strong business, knowing what you're doing in your business is phenomenal. You can't buy that anywhere. And it's one of the things that some women stay in the company for because they can't get that anywhere else. So as Lorna said, Mary Kay is so much more than just the products. There's the sisterhood. There's a self-confidence. There's the car or the cars, there's so many different things. But I say all of that to say there's so much to gain within this company. And it's a company with a heart. So there are not many out there like that. I don't want to say there aren't any because I'm sure there are, but there aren't many, So really, really know that you are in a place that it is secure, that cares about you, that cares about your family, doesn't just care about what you do, but will reward you for what you do, will really cares about you, who you are as a person, and will support you with all of the goals and dreams that you have for yourself. Because the big thing with Mary Kay is they want you to dream big because they know that you deserve all that your heart desires. There are a lot of places that do not care because you are just a number, and that's just not what it is with our company. Our P&L is not profit and loss. Our P&L is people in love. So I end that. And now I'm going to go to my sister, Mahadia, and she's going to talk to you about one of our great promotions that's going on right now.
Good night, beautiful ladies. Good night, good night, good night, my sisters, my director, everybody. Good night and welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays. And so after hearing all of this, a company that has a foundation, because once you're big enough to have a foundation, because remember, what are some of the key foundations that we know? We know the Ford Foundation, the Rockefeller Foundation. We know what other foundations, right? They're key companies doing great things, right? And Mary Kay is a company that actually has a foundation, right? Last year, we gave $80 million to cancer research, like Lorna said, to cancer research, and also to helping women affected by domestic violence, women and children, right? That's one thing. You have the self-confidence that's like priceless. You can't put a price on like gaining confidence, self-esteem, just blossoming into a rose, right? You have the friendships, the sisterhoods, you have the longevity of the company that Beverly spoke about, right? And then there are so much advantages to being your own boss, right? To be owning your own business, being the CEO of your own business. This is what Mary Kay affords everyone. It's not like you have to be in the business for X amount of years or a upline, downline, sideline, have to, step up and do. No, that's not what it is. Like we all have an equal playing field where we are the CEOs of our company and it is a business. So it's the amount of work that you put in, you see the return on that. And I say all of that to say, right? You would think that to join this company, it would be upwards because, sometimes small businesses to get started, their investment capital, they need upwards of $100,000, right? Imagine everything you're getting. You're getting a branded company. You have a back office, which means that you have the resources that you need. You have the resources available at your fingertips in your in touch, right? You have the mentorship and the guidance of your business partner and your director to provide you with the education and the knowledge you need to grow and sustain your business, right? You have training, you have business development training weekly where you're actually learning strategies to grow your business. And I'm saying all of these things to say, in a company where you have these things going on, where you have all of these things, you have to pay for them, right? You have to pay for the development. You have to pay for the workshops, which is our seminars, our career conferences. You have to pay for the back office resources. You have to pay for all of these things. Here it is. You have Mary Kay, a branded 57-year-old company that everybody knows. You heard Bev say the lady just saw the bag and they flagged her down. Hey, Mary Kay. The people see me and they're like, do you have a foundation? So it's a branded company, right? I say all of that to say you have the chance now to join this company right now during this crazy pandemic for only $30. Yes, $30. And I know you're wondering, like, why is it $30? Oh, why is it so cheap? I know how some people may think, why is it so cheap? Why? No, it's because, like Tamika said, Mary Kay is a company with a heart. They understand during this pandemic, a lot of people are losing their jobs because a lot of those Fortune 500 companies don't care about you. Their P&L is profit and loss, and somebody has to lose. And most time, it'll be you. Because they don't know. People have been on their job for upwards of 29, 30 years. They're being let go. My mayor just said today, Mayor de Blasio, that he is. So we read about this in the Gothamist. We didn't even tell us. We read about it, that he is going to ask the mayor's office for us to take a furlough, a 1-week furlough. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that he wants us to work for a week and not get paid. Right? But guess what? Do your girl look worried? No, because she's the CEO of her own company. So whatever they do, she can make it up with her business. But I'm saying that not to put my business out on Front Street, because you guys know I'm transparent and I don't mind. But I'm saying that to say this, with a business, $30. It's only $30. 30 US dollars. That's what? 31s. That's 3,000 pennies. That's a 20 and a 10. That's, that's what? 5 sixes, 6 fives, 6 fives, 31s, 3 tens, a 20 and a 10, 3,000 pennies. Any way you look at it, it's only $30. And why? Because Mary Kay is a company with a heart. We're in 44 countries throughout the world. We're a multi-billion dollar company. So at this time, they want to make sure that people are still able to feed their families. And they're saying, since we're not going out and this new normal is now our virtual world. So they're not charging you for a whole kit where you have to go out and do faces since we're doing it virtually. They're only charging you $30 for the resources that you would have in that kit. And if you want the kit and you're a person that's like that, like, oh, I gotta have the kit. I want to see what the kit is all about. You can have the kit. So you have choices. It's an option. You can join for $30 US, or you could join for $130, or you can join for $100. There are choices. You understand? But at the end of the day, you can join this company and have access to everything that we spoke about tonight for $30 US. And that's $3,000. 3,000 pennies at the end of the day, guys. Literally pennies. Back to you, my director.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, there's no need to say anything else. Tamika, Lorna, Beverly, and Mahadia brought it home. These are facts. These are words that if anyone ever asked you, they were able to find it on www.marykay.com. We're not talking just to be talking. Everything that was said tonight from each of us is backed by the company, meaning you have the foundation, you have Beverly talking about her years of being in the company and showing pictures. So it's not like she's just saying it and showing actual pictures. The CAR program, oh my goodness, I'm showing you a plaque. That plaque was given to me at one of our biggest seminars for our 50th anniversary of the Cadillac. But that represents all of the cars, the CAR program, period. So there is a car program. I mean, you see the pink Cadillacs, but there's a car program. And then we have Tamika, who showed us a video that showed, again, confidence, Mary Kay being that vehicle, the vehicle. And Mahadia just brought it home, closed it, 3,000 pennies. So if you have any questions and you were invited by someone tonight, please definitely pick up the phone. Old school style. Pick up the phone. Hello, I'm calling you. Yes, and ask that person how to get started. What's the next step? And if you have people out there in the world that need to hear this right here, invite them into this group so that they can watch this, because it's not going to stay up here forever. It's going to stay up here for enough time, 24 to 48 hours. But right now, you just heard from Mahadia, and that's real talk. And again, she's not telling you her business. That's real talk. So there's going to be people out there that will listen, and then they will pick up the phone and be like, can I talk to you? So in closing, and someone said, well said, ladies. Thank you. In closing, $30 to get started, and you have many options. I look forward to working with every one of you. whether you are directly in my unit, or even if you're just a guest and you're not directly in my organization, or Doreen's organization. We're family anyway. But just in the Mary Kay world, it doesn't matter. We want to see more of you with us. So let's go out there and let's color the world. You see we're wearing pink? Pink. Thank you, my panel. You are so amazing. I can't wait to zip around town in a company car with you guys. I know Beverly could drive. I know Tamika could drive. And I definitely know Mahadia could drive. Lorna, I've never been in a car with you behind the wheel. So I'm not sure if you could drive. But honey,
I'll drive with you.
you can take the cash and fill up the tank, okay, on that road trip.
Right?
Because you do need gas to get around. And, you know, like here, ladies, we can get lunch, you know.
Exactly.
So yes. So I am just in hopes that this year, keep watching us, panel, because we're all going to be driving around town, zipping around town in that company car this year, 2021. Thank you, 2021.
2021.
Zip it around. Yes.
Mhm.
Zippy. Okay. Yes. So let's go out with a bang. Happy Wednesday. Hump day.
Mhm.
Bye, everyone. Bye, superstars. Thank you for logging in. Again, if you're a guest, thank you. Contact the person if you have any questions. And we're giving away lipsticks for all the lip glosses for all the guests that showed up. Good night.
Nice. Mhm.